Good evening, ma'am. This is Nikhil Koteshwar Dosapati, and we are Team 4. So we are going to discuss about cloud computing concepts, which we have mentioned in the assignment, and they are from PPT 2, and the units are 2 and 3. So we are going to start about the concepts, which are totally around related to the cloud provider, cloud consumer, and cloud auditor, and also cloud broker. And in this, we have total of main thing is a cloud carrier, which helps us to relate each and every of this above four data. So we are going to deal with that now. Yeah. And coming to the cloud consumer, we have these five actors which are going to perform totally well in the total cloud infrastructure. So coming to the cloud consumer, this person deals with the organizations and the cloud providers, and he maintains relationship with the consumer and also the uh, customer, so that the relationship and the services he provides can be good and the organization is well. And coming to the cloud provider, we have the person takes care of the service availability and any services which is required for the interested parties, such as larger MNC companies which need infinite storage around 2 lakh GB or 3 lakh GB. They need a extra database system, so they need to have the access through various services like performance and also security, and we can also count as storage. And coming to the auditor mainly checks the party data, and we all have to check about the services and the information system operations, and also the security performance, where the cloud services are performing. In that way, we should be checking out if there is any security issues and any performance issues. The total graph data is provided by the auditor, so that we don't have any loopholes, and this should be done by the total auditor. And coming to the broker, uh, broker is totally a entity, or we can even say a person, which is a dealer who manages the relationship between the providers and also customers, so that there won't be any unnecessary relationship problems. Like, we have a big company where each and every customer can't go to the service provider. They need to be in touch with the dealer. So in this part, the broker comes in and helps the large ecosystem, such as the big companies have to maintain the cloud company. And coming to the carrier is an immediate way to transport the connection or connectivity which is related to and equals the provide, like we can say, like cloud consumers. uh, they need to have a perfect way of connectivity, so that they can have a good storage, and the performance bandwidth should be really well. So this is what helps them to maintain the stability, and we can even say the GDP of the company. And coming to the next part, uh, in this total part, cloud consumer, cloud auditor, cloud broker, and provider, the main role is done by cloud carrier. In this way, cloud carrier helps us to totally organize the data, and the connectivity should be very good. And this everything is done by the cloud carrier. And we are going to see some examples which are coming in the next slide. So in the first part, we are going to see about the you can see at the um, figure 3. In this figure, we have a cloud consumer, where the cloud broker is going to manage with the cloud provider and provider too. He's a broker who is going to manage a large infrastructure. He should be providing various data to each and every provider. So the broker informs the consumer and as well as the provider to maintain the correct bandwidth. This is known as service level agreement, where we provide it is known as also SLA. The broker totally deals with everything. And coming to the example 2, which is mm, cloud consumer, which is example figure 4. In this part, cloud consumer and cloud provider and cloud carrier, cloud provider deals with the carrier and also the consumer. Carrier is the way where the every connectivity for consumer and the provider be. In this part, we don't have any broker, any this is directly like a private cloud. where I deal with my friend who is Varun. He can directly contact me. In this way, we directly have the carrier. There is no need for broker or any other circumstances to use. And coming to the last example, which is totally depends on the auditor. This is another way to like represent the consumer and provider, where we check the data. Like now, I and Varun and Shekhar, we three are teammates here. So I and Varun are providers, and consumer is Shekhar. So here we provide the data. I and Shekhar provide the data. Varun is a consumer. Auditor is, suppose we take Manikanta as an auditor. Manikanta checks the total connectivity between the team, what's going on, and the performance bandwidth and the storage, how much is being utilized, and everything. So this is the total reason the auditor is going to be using here. And coming to the next slide, here, these are the SAS, PAAS, and IaaS, which is software as service and platform as service and information as service. So here we usually try to maintain everything in the correct infrastructure. So platform as service gives us a one level, and service as service, software as service gives us one level, and infrastructure as service is another level. Everything is operated by various cloud providers. We are going to explain that in the upcoming slides. And coming to service deployment, this is a cloud provider totally deals with every part here. There are 5 parts in this, and I'm going to explain about service deployment. Coming to the other parts, Varun will be going on to the next slides. So coming to the public cloud is basically a format where we can say like public cloud, private cloud, community cloud, and hybrid cloud. These models are like used to deploy the operating systems and cloud infrastructure. This is the process where everything is done, and we have a certain type of clouds where you can deploy your public cloud. In this cloud, all the services are made public for general purpose, like a community is using. Same as a company. Suppose we take a Tesla company, every data is stored in a database. Everything, suppose it is AWS, everything is stored in same database. Nothing can be stopped. Okay, so everyone can access the data of a Tesla GX car and Tesla XY car. So this is known as public cloud. Coming to the private cloud is basically interaction between me only. So the single customer uses the network with his own exclusive usage of data and services in the cloud infrastructure. That is what meant by private cloud. Only I can access the data, even though if it is a company owned by 2 or 3, that should be a private data which can't be used by any other external source. And coming to the community cloud, and community cloud is a multiple cloud infrastructures together with other cloud organizations or uh, third parties accessing our data, which gives access to overall limit. So everyone will be handling everything, and third party accessors are going to help you with the community cloud data. And coming to the hybrid cloud, in this organizations is mostly based on different types of cloud, like public cloud, private cloud, and even community cloud. This can be anything, any of that. So the format gives us different access to different types of services, and the probability of business is going to increase really well. So yeah, this is my part. I'm going to hand over to Varun now. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Nikhil. I'll be continuing from service orchestration. It is one of the cloud provider service where it consists of software as a service and platform as a service and infrastructure as a service. Where in this service orchestration involves like arranging and coordinating and managing infrastructure, and which is in line of IT and business needs. It is a three and also it is a three-layered framework companies of service layer like top, middle, and the bottom, which includes components like hypervisors and virtual machines for the efficient resource management. And the physical layer is at the bottom. Bottom. Bharat, you can move to the next slide. Okay. Cloud service management is also a cloud service provider, cloud provider service. In order to achieve these organization objects, the cloud service management monitoring and managing the cloud-based resources like provisioning, monitoring, resource security, and optimization. And also includes the wide variety of tasks and supports general success cloud-based systems such as resource allocation and performance monitoring. Cloud security. Cloud security based systems rescues the security audits like network security, identity, and access management, and also encrypt the elements. Crucial components to cloud security plan include guaranteeing data availability, integrity, and resilience. Next slide, Bharat. Cloud privacy. Cloud privacy is one of the service in cloud provider. It is used to protect the private information and maintaining user confidentially, and also protect the sensitive data like including personal and corporate information, like putting strong encryptions and access control, and also include the clarification of data ownership and openness in the cloud data management practices. Next slide, Bharat. This is a business use case. The target is about a cloud concept of operations and detailing the transition of a current system to the desired cloud implementation. It gathers the requirements and network access considerations. The use case is being drafted for a USG agency cloud deployments. The main aim is to identify the business drivers, provide context and identify the concerns to the scenarios. The cloud first business is a use case, and it is managed by federal CIO, expense the analysis to multiple systems and cloud implementation. But and technical use case is the template which covers these concepts of operation systems and the desired cloud implementation. It gathers information like security requirements and network access. The use cases is being drafted by USG agency concerns. The cloud first business use case is mandatory by the federal CIO, expands the analysis and system and cloud implementation, and supports business across the various deployment and enter the systems. And this slide represents about a deployment scenario perspective. Back, Bharat, back. Okay. Scenario one is to deployment on a single cloud. And scenario two is managing resources in a single cloud. And the third one is the interface to enterprise systems in a single cloud. And scenario 4 is to enterprise systems migrated to replace in a single cloud. These are all these first 4 scenarios comes under a single cloud. Scenario 5, 6, 7 comes under multiple clouds serially one at a time, like a migration between clouds, interface across multiple clouds, work with a selected cloud. And eighth one is operate across clouds. It comes under the multiple clouds simultaneously, more than one at a time. Next slide. Deployment model use cases is centralized and versus a distributed administrative cloud domains. Within the trust boundary, deployment case 1A and 2A. It describes about multiple cloud consumers with the client provider interaction with the provider. And 1B describes about a crossing trust boundary distributed across around 2 or more cloud provider administrators. That's distributed back. And second case is distributed, that is crossing administrative cloud domains. Deployment case 2A. It is a federal cloud 2 or more administrative cloud domains, cloud providers agree to mutually and governance in the common boundary. In deployment case 2B is like hybrid cloud applications cross a private cloud at trust boundary and multiple clouds where both administrative domains and boundary are crossed. Next slide. This slide just now I explained about this test cases. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. And we are Team 4. Thank you.